What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. It is I, it is me. What's wrong?
I don't want to record.
You know what?
I want it.
You don't want to record?
No.
We're recording right now.
No.
Okay, we're not recording then. Is that better? Okay, can we record? Do you want to record?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back recording. What it do, what it do, so now we're back recording. Tmac says it's cool, so we're gonna record again. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. It is I, it is me, it is your boy E to the R to the I to the C. And this right here is the afterwork / trap / chronicles or car chronicles. What can I say? Today has been a very interesting day. We did a little bit of work today, shot out some emails, but we work remote. Yeah, I mean, I cleaned out the storage a lot, got out of my other storage. That's a previous video, got out of that one. I finished getting out of it, the rest of it. Finished getting the rest out of the storage. So now we got a new storage over there about where we are in Denton. And I'm out of that storage because, like I told y'all in the other video, that storage was charging me $89 a month for the Aspire Pure Distribution Center, which wasn't no problem. But then all of a sudden, out of a month, they went from $89 to $159, almost $160. And I'm like, yo, you jumped up a whole $80? The rent doesn't even do that. If rent is $1,000, it doesn't jump up to $2,000. It jumps to 12, 13, 14, something like that. But y'all jump that high up? Where do we do that at? Then when I called you out on it, the response is, oh man, no, we can fix it and probably make it 111. You should have been 111 before. Why am I paying 159 now? Oh, it's a little too late. You know, we could do it next month. Don't even worry about it. I'm out. So I got up out of that ASAP. And now it has to be prorated. He's like, oh, we don't prorate. So I'm gonna call the corporate office and see about getting my stuff prorated because D Wayland, D Wayland didn't seem like he wanted to give me any assistance. I mean, he just really didn't care. I mean, when he pulled up to give me a receipt, I mean, D Wayland was sagging like he was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand it was a little sag, but when a customer comes in and you sagging to the point where, you know, you got the plumber's crack out, you know, bending over in front of me I'm like, oh, what is going on? You know, you got that much of a sag going on? I just be like, all right, D Wayland, you don't even really care. You're just here for the check. So, I mean, hey, you know, do you. If extra space need the bodies, it is what it is. Do what you do. So, but like I said in another video, I don't argue with people no more. Whenever I have complaints, I just write bad reviews like a Karen. I write bad reviews like a Karen. Don't argue with people no more. I just write reviews. And they seem to be a lot more powerful than me doing what I used to do. You know, I've come to realize that as I'm getting older, that back in the day, I used to want to set people straight and say something then and do this and do that. And sometimes it's good in that situation, you know, to let people know what's going on so you can not pay whatever you need to pay so you can get your side done. But sometimes, depending on what the situation is, it's better to write a review because a review is a lot more extensive, a lot more I could get my thoughts out. Then on top of that, it's a lot more powerful. I once had an issue with an airline, and because what they did was, I was in New York, right? And this airline decided to move my flight I had a flight I was supposed to leave at 9. They decided to move my flight from being at 9 or 10, and they decided to move it. They decided to move it out. Now, mind you, it's 12 or 1 a.m. They decided to move my flight from 9 and 10 to 3 a.m. Not to fly out of LaGuardia, but to fly out of Jersey. So they canceled my flight, moved it to Jersey at 3 a.m. A 3 a.m. flight, which I didn't sign up for, and they didn't notify me till 12 a.m. So if I wouldn't have got the notification or checked it, I would have missed my flight. So I looked, I'm like, bro, what is going on? So I had to literally I had to get my bearings together. That lady went off the road. I don't know what's wrong with that lady. She went off the road. I had to get my bearings together, get all my stuff together, and I was in Harlem. I had to leave, get an Uber had the Uber take me from New York all the way across the bridge, all the way to Jersey. And I might add to y'all, New York is not for the weak-hearted. Because when we were riding through all these blocks, I was like, oh my goodness, it is so much to learn. It is so much to learn. It's like 34th Street, 155th Street. And the way they were telling me is like, the higher the streets get is where you go. The lower you get is that way. But I was like, bro, this stuff's confusing, bro. I wouldn't know how to get to someone's house unless I went there every day somewhere. It was just so confusing. So, anyways, so we riding, and then they get me on the bridge to go to Jersey, and I'm looking at the city across. Pretty sight, pretty view, pretty lights, all that. It's very much pretty. And then I get to Jersey. Jersey's cool. It's a lot going on. I get to the airport, set in line, and away it goes. Whole time I'm thinking about it, I'm angry. I'm peed. I was like, you know something? All right, I got you. What I do? Go to the customer service. The thing about to come. Got it just in time. That car wild. That car jumped right across the tracks before it came down. Wow, that car wild. And the police are 2 cars ahead of them too. I guess they said forget it. So they wild. So what I did was I was like, you know something? I ain't gonna. Yeah. Got home. Like you gotta hear that tapping like drumline. That's me typing on the keyboard, writing up a dispensable Karen type of email. I think I had about 4 paragraphs. It was a good bit now, explaining how I've been this type of customer. This happened to me. Y'all did this to me on the trip. No one warned me. This happened to me. Why would y'all let this happen? No cursing. I don't curse in them type of email. I just explaining everything. I get an email back. Hey, Mr. Brundage. We're sorry about what happened. And to make it up, here's 125,000 airline miles. Needless to say, I respond back, thank you. The way you have steadily took care of this situation lets me know that you value me as a customer, and I will continue to keep flying on this airlines. After that, I had another situation with a candy that I eat. I'm not going to give you the name because I'm not trying to badmouth the candy because I like them a lot. I buy them all the time. I bought the candy, and some kind of way the candy was bad. I could taste it. I'm like, yo, this candy bad. And I'm looking at the expiration date. I'm like, the expiration date's not for a whole another 8 months. What did I do? Got on there. It wasn't as much. It was a little bit of, hey, I bought this candy. Lifelong buyer, long-time supporter, lover, eater, all that good stuff. Told them about it. Wrote down the barcode, what it was. They responded back, hey, XYZ with Z, could you tell us this number? Told them the number. Okay, cool. Sorry about that happening. I look up in the mail. They sent me 5 packs of the candy. Sent me 5 packs of the candy in the mail. So after that, I realized if I really have a complaint, I'm not going to argue, depending on what it is. Now, if there's certain situations, like I go to a trampoline park and you try to overcharge me, then yeah, I'm going to say something. But if it's a situation like dealing with de-whaling or like how the airline was in the candy, I'm just going to go to corporate. I'm going to go to corporate. And I'm going to let corporate settle it out. Because at the end of the day, arguing with you ain't getting me nowhere. Because sometimes some of y'all don't even want to be at y'all job, so you willing to argue. And then at the end of the day, if you stuck the way you stuck, you ain't trying to help me. Because you might be like, man, forget this. I don't care about doing that. Some people at their jobs know what's wrong, but they choose not to fix it because they feel like they don't want to do no extra work. So because they don't want to do no extra work, they're going to duck, weave, all this other stuff from doing work. So since I know you got that attitude and not want to really help or do any work, I ain't going to worry about you. I'm just going to talk to corporate. It's been worked out for me. Now, let me make sure I make this clear. I don't send emails to corporate just making up stuff that's happened to me. No, I send stuff that's actually happened to me. Because I know there's some of y'all out there that be sending false complaints just because you try to get free stuff, and that ain't cool. If something happened to me, then that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I once pulled another Karen. I went to Wally World, and I was trying to get something, trying to pick up get something patched on my tire. The dude told me, I showed up, I was like, they close at 7, the tire center. I showed up at 6:30. Man, we closed. I said, but it says y'all close at 7. Now we closed. Lady kept being mean. I was like, I know this lady lying. Boop, boop, boop. Called up corporate, told them. They're like, yeah, it's supposed to close at 7. I'm gonna make a complaint. I made a complaint. And I know y'all probably thinking, dang, Aaron, that's some wild stuff. You made a complaint. So, who cares? They shouldn't be trying to talk crazy to me, talk rough with me, trying to lie to me so they can get off work. It's 6:30. I didn't show up at 6:55. I showed up at 6:30. So then they told me, come the next day. I showed the next day way in advance. I showed up right before 6, and the lady was like, no, we get ready to close. I was like, no. You told me to come before 6. I'm here before 6. That guy there saw me. The dude saw me, the young cat there. He was like, thankfully, he saw me. He's like, yeah, he right, y'all. We told him to come before this day because he came yesterday, and he here now. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You get me. Nah, I feel you, bro. You did exactly what we did. I did exactly what they said. Come before 6, even though they don't close till 7. And they still not trying to serve me. Do you see why I made the complaint? Because y'all doing stuff, y'all making up your own rules when y'all not supposed to close till 7. That's not cool at all. Y'all essentially running away business because you're trying to close up early when you don't close at 7, an hour early. Not cool, bro. That's why I pulled my Karen and wrote a complaint. I called in a complaint, filed a complaint. That's why I did that. Because they did that. First day I was like, huh? But when they did that, I made my complaint. Had to. That's not cool, bro. You about to send me home. If this man wasn't here, y'all would have sent me home again. Had me waste my time coming up here 2 days in a row. So, anyways, just wanted to let y'all know, man. I just don't like how people, especially depending on like you're in service-based businesses, and you act like you don't want to help people. If you don't want to be here, why you sign up to work? Go do something else. Go do something else if you don't want to help people. It's not like I'm coming in being rude. I was like, hey, how you doing? I want to know if I'm going to get prorated. Or, hey, how you doing? This situation you told me. I'm coming in talking confident. I'm not talking crazy. I've worked retail before. I understand. You catch more flies with sugar. You catch more flies with sugar and honey. All right. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. There you go. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So I'm coming in talking nice. So for you to still be mean, then lie, then tell me something. Nah. My niceness has a limit. And we ain't going to go that far. You're not going to sit here and just try and play me. No, we're not going to do that. So, but anyways, at the end of the day, you deal with people that work in service-based business, be nice to them. Be cordial to them, because you just don't know what people go to. But if they still mean to you, they're still going crazy, write corporate a letter, get your point across. You'd be surprised what corporate would do to make the situation right. But only write a letter if there's a real problem. Don't be out here writing no fake complaints. I don't co-sign that. So, anyways, this has been another Life and Times of Eric. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Of course, I forgot to do that's Tmac, Heart Boogie. Tmac, do you want to wave to the community? Wave to everybody. Blow everybody a kiss. Yeah, okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And like we always say, what do we say, baby? Keep living your life, because if you don't, your life is not going to live you. There you go, baby. Good job.